13 best parts of Mounjaro weight loss. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've lost 68 pounds. Woo! From Mounjaro. Mr. Friday's here with me. He's made a reappearance after a bunch of foster dogs. He's like, I want to be the top dog in the Mounjaro weight loss video. So let's dive in. If you missed part one, oh no, now he's leaving, of my Mounjaro, the 13 worst parts of Mounjaro weight loss, it's down in the playlist. He's like, I'm going to give you my bottom instead. So that was for the worst parts. We'll get his best parts if he comes turned back around. Number one, I have gotten, and I have notes, by the way, I've like prepared for today's video, if you're just starting your Mounjaro weight loss journey or you're further along, the reprieve of not having food noise, not having food chatter, not having food obsession as a result of the Mounjaro injection is phenomenal. I am so incredibly grateful for that aspect of that. It gives me a moment to catch my breath. Like I feel like I've been drowning with food, so to speak, or food obsession, compulsion, things like that. If people are like, what's food chatter? It's where you're continuously thinking about food and not being able to have a pause on that. And I frequently get from people who come in hot. You don't need to come in hot, don't worry. I've taken my own personal inventory. You don't need to take it for me. Of people like, you need to go see a therapist for the, I'm like, I have seen it there. I am actively working on the mental component in addition, right? Because Mounjaro is but a tool. Mounjaro is an amazing Tirzepatide option, and thank you, Eli Lilly, for this amazing Tirzepatide option, but I've also had to do the work with it to help continue the healing. But Mounjaro is giving that pause button. It's like hitting the pause button and being able to have a reprieve with it, has to be able to handle some of these other food issues has been really helpful. For example, I've started working with a nutritionist. In fact, I've got a call with her here, my one-on-one call with her here very shortly. I will link that down below in the description, as is my article on Mounjaro weight loss success checklist. If you're just starting or you're wanting to have, I've had 68 pounds of success on my 100 pound weight loss journey. I'm on 12.5 grams or 12.5 of Mounjaro. The highest dose is 15. So I am at like the second highest dose of it. And number one, best thing is the reprieve that it has given, so I can handle and face some of the things that I need to face on this weight loss journey and healing journey. Number two, of the best thing that Mounjaro weight loss has given me is my life back. Truly, I have my life back. I have no makeup on today. I did not want to do my hair. I did not want to do any of it because I have such an enriched schedule with living life to the fullest. Being able to do stuff after this. I'm going to talk to my nutritionist. I'm going to go walk our foster dog. She's back at the animal shelter for a couple of reasons, because Mr. Freddy is back from his boot camp, his 2-week boot camp. And so I'm going to go visit our 130-pound foster dog who was in our home but now is back at the animal shelter to go walk her for at least 30 minutes, if not 60 minutes. And so physical stuff I'm able to do, but also I used to be an athlete. Like I was trying to tell my son, I'm like, oh yeah, my freshman year of high school, I played varsity soccer. My sophomore year of high school, I played varsity basketball. Like, I know I don't look like I'm an athlete, but I was. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm one of those old people who's like, I was an athlete back in high school. Like, I want to be like, I'm an athlete now in my 40s. That is what I aspire to be and what I'm going towards. And Mounjaro has given me that opportunity to do that. And also in terms of getting my life back is relationships. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, but overall my life, I've gotten my life back for the most part. You can see in the 13 worst Mounjaro part, like the 13 worst parts of Mounjaro weight loss, you can see some of the negative components of that, but getting my life back, I mean, it's huge to not be in this like bubble of negativity. Huge. Number three, physically I'm able to do stuff. If you saw earlier on my Mounjaro What I Eat in a Day videos, check out that whole playlist series down below. But I literally went to San Francisco with my kid. We flew from Virginia to San Francisco, and there we got to do electric scooters and bike riding up San Francisco hills. Like, I could not have done that previous to my Mounjaro weight loss. We went fishing on a fishing half-day charter. I could not have done that prior to my weight loss. And I don't think I would have had the confidence to be able to take my son across all by ourselves on an airplane to a hotel, like do all that stuff, schlep the suitcases, if it hadn't been for my weight loss. Then we went up to Maine this summer by ourselves. The count is amazing. My hot husband. And I was like, I just want to do some of these things with just my son and I to have that deeper connection, going back to the relationship component. And I physically was able to do them. We went to Maine flew there, did all of the, like, schlepped the bags around. We went to the beach. Like, I did all this stuff. He got to go surfing in Maine. It was so cool. So cool. And that was because of Mounjaro. That would not have happened 100% taking my kid these places and just walking these dogs. We are fostering and helping a lot of dogs recently. And it's because I feel physically up to it because of my Mounjaro weight loss. So that is a gift. Number 3 is physically being able to do stuff. It's pumpkin season, which I love, and fall, beautiful foliage here in Virginia. If you follow me on Countess of Shopping Instagram, I've been showing all the beautiful fall leaves that we have here right now. It's truly a gift. Truly, truly, truly a gift. Number 4. I can't read my handwriting. It says eat butter. That's not what it was supposed to be. Eat better. See what I did there? Eat better, not eat butter. Eat better choices that are helping to prevent diseases. I know that eating certain foods can lead to diseases. I also know, and you probably do too, eating certain food choices can help with health, and that certain things can help with lessen dementia and lessen cancer and things like that. And so making better food choices, it's easier to make better food choices with Mounjaro, like substantially. Like, I would white knuckle it. It was so bad. I'm gonna cry talking about it. I'm gonna cry talking about it because it's like, so this was what it was before, is I would literally sit in the bathtub for an hour, maybe 2, which is ridiculous, to submerge my hands in water so I wouldn't eat at nighttime for night snacking. That's how bad it got. It was humiliating, absolutely humiliating before Mounjaro. And now being able to have this reprieve, like, what a gift. Like, it literally makes me weep with gratitude of how grateful I am. And that leads to better food. I feel like every video I cry. I don't mean to be a crybaby, but like, I'm so grateful for this tool, because it is but a tool. It's not the end all be all. This amazing tool of what science has done. I've been praying for a long time. Please God, please Lord, let me have a tool that can help me. I will do the work. But let me have a reprieve. And this has been it. The past 10 months, almost 11 months. Oh my gosh. I never expected this in a million. I thought I was going down to get surgery. I was going to go gastric bypass or bariatric or whatever it was, to go get the stomach surgery, and didn't because it didn't feel right. And thank God for me, I didn't, because it didn't feel right. And having this option instead, what a great option. So number 4, eating better, which is by eating better is preventing, that's number 5, is preventing cancer. Like, we know that sugar causes cancer. We know that from the scientific data. This is like, we know that eating and consuming copious amounts of sugar and processed foods is not good. And so cancer's in my family, dementia's in my family. And so making these better food choices, that makes my heart feel so much better. And my heart disease, like, probably just like your household too, or your family genetics. Number 6, this is a weird one of the 13 best parts of Mounjaro weight loss, is enjoying food more. Because I'm eating substantially less, I went from eating like this to like this. Because I'm eating smaller foods, I'm making sure that food that I'm eating is good. I'm making sure it's good food that I enjoy and I savor it. I had a therapist, she challenged me to do a savor challenge, and I'm going to challenge you to do that here, because at the Countess of Shopping community, we are action focused, we are solution oriented focused. And so I want to challenge you this, because she challenged me, and I'm going to do it again this week. And tell me in the comments below if you're gonna do this challenge. Is the savor challenge of savoring my food, being intentional and conscious to pause in between eating, to savor the food, to taste it. What does it feel like? What does it taste like? Like, literally getting back to like primal is that what it is? That the right word? But like getting back to like what food was supposed to be like before it got so tainted. And I know I'm like millions and millions and millions of Americans out there. And by the way, we have a new strong contingency of Australia. We've always had a strong contingency of our Canadians, but people across the world are getting access now to Mounjaro, and across the world, like being able, which blows my mind, by the way, but the ability to be able to enjoy and savor food without just having copious major amounts of food to smaller amounts of food, making really awesome, delicious food choices, and allowing myself sometimes treats on that. That are delicious, and enjoying that and savoring that, which leads me to number 7 is no guilt, shame, or condemnation. Not welcome here at the Countess of Shopping community. Not in our community, and not for me. I refuse to have guilt, shame, or condemnation with food anymore. Refuse. And it has popped up the past couple of nights. I've engaged in night snacking, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I've engaged in food snack, or I've thought about it more so than I had been. And I was like, no, ma'am, Pam, I am putting that at the footstools of Jesus. I am not having guilt, shame, or condemnation. If that is not your belief system, great. Do whatever makes sense for your belief system. But for me, there is no guilt. There is no shame. There is no condemnation. I am nutritious focused. I am focused on the next loving choice and the next healthy choice. And so Mounjaro has given me that opportunity to be like, no, like I'm not going to engage in that behavior. And if I do engage in that behavior, if I have a moment of weakness because I am a human being, not a human doing, then I am going to allow myself grace, 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 and more grace. Whereas before I didn't really give myself grace. I gave other people grace, but I didn't give myself grace. And so this night snacking thing, I've talked to my doctor. I actually had an appointment today with my Telehealth information. I will link my favorite telehealth company down in the description link below. It is one of my, it is my favorite company because it is a startup with founders who care, and they're beginning their journey in the telehealth medicine space because so many people are coming into the telehealth medicine space. This is a side tangent, but who are like profit seeking. They see this as dollar signs. They don't see it as like people and I love this company because they see it as helping people, truly. Like the life mission of this genesis of this company is really, really truly to help people. And knowing the founders and owners and having talked with them for hours and hours and hours, because I've tested so many different telehealth companies, I'm so stoked. So it's down in the description link below is my information on it. And they've been very gracious to give us a discount code too if you're interested in switching over. They're a startup and they're beginning, but I talked with my doctor today. Was it primary care? What's the word? Because you can have 3 different ones: a doctor, a nurse practitioner, or a physician's assistant across the board for Mounjaro making prescriptions. Like people are like, how do you get your prescription? It's one of those 3 people gives the prescription. So at least here in the States, I'm assuming that's nationwide. We've got so many new international folks. I'm like, I'll talk about my American experience. But going back over to the 13 best parts of Mounjaro weight loss, not having that guilt, shame, and condemnation. Talked about that with the telehealth company today with my prescriber, and she was like, you need to titrate up. It's time. So I am going up to Mounjaro 15 milligrams. I'll do a whole nother video on that. Make sure you click subscribe so you can see those when those videos come out with the bell notification. And I'll talk about, there's a lot with that. There's a lot to unpack, but that's for another video. Okay, number 8, examples for my son is one of the best parts of Mounjaro weight loss is I am a firm believer of it doesn't matter what's coming out of my mouth. It matters what's coming out of my actions. Are my actions doing what my mouth says? If I say I want to be healthy and show my son what healthy looks like, am I doing it? If I tell my son, hey, don't eat all that candy, am I doing that? It's near Halloween. We just had trunk or treat at his, he just did trunk or treat. We're talking all about candy. And so I gave him grace because I gave myself grace. I wanted some candy. You know what I mean? But giving a healthy example. And then today I was like, you know what, bud, we're going to have focus really on clean, healthful food today because it's nutritious for our bodies, our brains, our muscles, our cells. As he's continuing to grow, making sure we're focusing on that nutrition component. And that's really cool. That's really, really cool because I certainly did not grow up with that tape of what food was for nourishment and for helping me grow and what the interior is. That is my, oh my goodness, where is my phone? That is my, hold on, sweet friends. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. That is my reminder. That was my reminder. Real talk there. And I'm not going to edit it out either. We're just going to keep going. That I have my nutritionist appointment here in a minute. So being a good example for my son, I don't for me. Squirrel. I'll be a good example for my son. Number 9, best parts of Mounjaro weight loss, having more deeper, authentic relationships with people. How could I possibly have deeper, authentic relationships when I was masking it with a lot of food? It's not real. If I was planning and I wasn't present because I was thinking about food, that's not real. Being consumed with my weight and how big my body was, that's not real. When I was with people, I was not being 100% present. And while I don't think I'm yet at the 100% present mark, I feel like I'm almost there. I feel like I've been very intentional to work on relationships with this new lease on life, so to speak. And again, Mounjaro is but a tool. It is amazing. Same thing with semaglutide weight loss, tirzepatide weight loss, Wegovy weight loss, kind of all the same ball of wax. It's a tool and it's a reprieve, but it's not the end all be all. I still have to put in the footwork, and those relationships are taking footwork, right? Like I've had some damage of not being fully present because of food. And so being able to help work on those and heal those has been amazing. Number 11, I have one of the best parts of my Mounjaro weight loss is changing. My business has changed. Many of you guys have seen, and it still is, my business is amazing. Like our company is awesome, and I'm grateful for what I've built within my company, with being able to work with QVC and being the exclusive host for lots of brands for live streaming. But I don't live stream as much as I used to because I want to focus in on my health and saying no to more things and being more selective with the my business has been really cool. And my business has substantially grown just in different ways, and that's been amazing. I'm like, oh my goodness, like it's the coolest thing. So that's been really, really cool to see my career change as a result of Mounjaro. And that's because I want to have time to be able to focus in on my health and make that a priority. Number 11 of best things about Mounjaro weight loss is I get to now wear beautiful clothes. For example, this one is the Columbia. If you guys saw on the Amazon October Prime Day deals, this was one of the big sale items. I'm obsessed. I'll link it down below. And also all of the Amazon deals that are on deals this week too, for early holiday shopping. But like being able to pick out really cool clothes. I'm not fully to the size I want to be, but I've gone down 4 pants sizes, almost a 5th. I've ordered today more, the 5th pant size down, because I got big hips. Shakira said, my hips don't lie, honey. And so being able to have some new pants has been really, really cool. Number 12 is my food bill has changed. That's one of the great benefits of Mounjaro. Since I'm not eating this much, I'm eating this much. Our food bill has significantly gone down, which has been quite helpful to be able to invest those finances into other things. And number 13 is I'm at way more peace with Mounjaro weight loss as a result of this. And I'm able to do things like our free Mounjaro weight loss encouragement group with thousands and thousands of people in it. It's my gift to the Countess of Shopping community. Because I want, it is my personal encouraging space. Be able to ask questions, no spam though. If you join the group, it's free. It's on Facebook. You do have to answer all the questions. And if your profile looks like it's been a year or two old, you may get declined. In fact, 20 to 25% of people do get declined because usually they don't answer the questions, or B, their profiles look really, really new, which could be spammy. So if you do happen to get declined by mistake, just email me. That is all in the description. People are like, where's the description? It's here on YouTube. It's the more button. You may have to click more twice. YouTube's made some changes to how you get to description links. Those are listed down below, but I have a ton of resources for you, including my blog, which has become incredibly popular. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people visit it all the time because we have things like Mounjaro side effects. What do you do? If you don't want to watch my YouTube video, I've got a ton of articles on them. Mounjaro body aches, what happens with Mounjaro on your period, Mounjaro versus Ozempic, which one's a better choice, like things like that. And I should have said at the beginning of the video, but I'm not a medical doctor. This is simply my experience, strength, and hope. I will always punch you back to your medical professional to talk about your Mounjaro or any sort of GLP-1, whether it be semaglutide weight loss, tirzepatide weight loss, Wegovy weight loss. If you're doing compounds, always I'm punting you back to your medical professional. But this is what's worked well for me, and hopefully will be encouraging to you. And I'm a Mounjaro enthusiast, and I love sharing because it's changed my life so much. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. So we've got a ton of free resources too. So make sure you check those out. And if you do want to support the channel, make sure you go then to any of the Amazon links that I have listed down below for all of those things. That also helps to support our channel at no cost to you. At no cost to you, those are listed down below, including our Mounjaro weight loss success checklist as well. That's listed down below. So it has been a blast. I'm going to go check in with my GLP-1 nutritionist. If you do decide to do that, message me, because I'm in it. I'm in the group, and I want to know. It's somewhat jarring if I see people and I'm like, oh, you didn't tell me you were coming. Like, tell me if you're going to be joining that. I would love to know, because it's been awesome. It's been really, really cool working with a nutritionist. More on that, because I've learned so much, like so much. There's so much I was like, I just did not know that. So it's been really helpful to learn that stuff too. And if you need help on that nutrition front, it's a good way to do that. So, okay, I'm going to go run to that appointment. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings, because life is delicious. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. See you soon. Bye, friends.